You sit at home and all you want to do is escape? Then I got you covered. Hello and welcome, my name is David and this is Life Escape Guide. Last week we've been talking about how escape room companies are dealing with the corona situation. You find the video up there in the info box. This week we're going to talk about how you can deal with the situation, or to be more specific, how you can get the escape room feeling right at home. So I've created a list of 5 different options how to escape at home. Number 1. The online escape games. We touched upon this last week. Many escape room companies are closed right now. So as an alternative to their real-life escape rooms, many companies created online escape rooms. Playing those is not only fun, but also a great way to support companies. They come in all different forms, but there are 3 main ways that I've found over the last weeks. The first one is the escape room with the live avatar. Basically, companies are just taking their escape rooms they have anyways and have the game master be inside the room with a camera. You get a live stream and see at home what he's doing. You at home can tell him what to do and what to look at. This, in my opinion, is the experience that gets the closest to the real escape room feeling, even though it depends heavily on the game master. Also, as an added bonus, you get the chance to play escape rooms all over the world that you wouldn't be able to access otherwise. We, as an example, played 2 games at Escape Game Innsbruck in Austria and had a great time there. I will actually make a review for one of the rooms next week. Those live avatar games, when done well, feel like watching a movie that you can interact with, which is really cool. The second type are audio escapes, like for example Final Escape Berlin does. Those are also done live and remind me a little bit of a pen and paper RPG. The whole game takes place in your mind and you have to react to what the sound effects and the game master tell you, and you solve the riddles by your imagination. This may sound a little weird at first, but once you try it, it works quite well. Also, if you played some pen and paper RPG, it might make sense already. The third online escape room type we talked about last week is the one that the Panic Room in the UK does. We're talking about browser-based escape rooms. There get you clues at QR codes, pictures, texts or videos that are all intertwined. The good thing here is, since they are not live, you can play them as long as you like, and you can even replay them after a while. So that was the first category of how to escape at home, the online escape games. Number 2, the escape room board games. Even in times of not corona, the escape room board games are a good way to play escape rooms at home. There are different companies that produce those games. Escape Room the Game, Escape in a Box, but I guess the most famous is Exit the Game. Since I played the most games at Exit the Game, I will talk about those as an example, but that doesn't mean that the other games aren't a good option as well. Basically, those are one-time use legacy board games that are supposed to last 1 hour. The game while playing holds many surprises, and afterwards the game is basically destroyed. Pages are cut in pieces, cards are written on, you cannot use it again, but that's not a problem since the game is quite cheap. Also, the fact that you can play the game only once makes it even more exciting, and this hour always feels very special. I'm actually planning on making a video where I look at those games in depth. Number 3. Puzzle boxes. There are hundreds of different puzzle boxes, and they differ a lot in price, complexity and style. But the system is always the same. You have to get them open. At first glance, they are just abstract objects, but the longer you look at them, the more details they reveal and the more secrets you find. This one, for example, is designed to be a 1-hour escape room in a box. Every puzzle box has a whole different solution. They are definitely more expensive than a board game escape game. But the good thing is, after solving, you can reassemble them, so you can either give them to someone else to solve them again, or put them on your shelf and have a nice conversation object. I think there is no better way to get the feel and the physicality of a real escape room at home but to play a puzzle box. Number 4. Point-and-click games. This one's a little funny, because actually live escape rooms originated in point-and-click escape rooms. As the name suggests, you play the game by pointing and clicking at things you want to interact with. And by doing that, you find hidden secrets, hints and items you can combine to find more secrets, hints and items. There are basically 2 ways you can play point-and-click games. The first of them is playing real computer games. You find them on platforms like Steam and GOG. Famous titles would be Monkey Island, Deponia or even Life is Strange. The second way you can access point-and-click games is by using a free games website like escapefan.com. Those games are browser-based, Free, short, mostly fun and a good option to play escape rooms at home. Number 5. This one will not be accessible for everyone. But for some it's a very good option, and that is VR escape rooms. If you happen to have a VR headset, that is a very good option to play escape rooms at home, since you really feel like you are inside the escape room. I have a playlist of escape rooms I've played on this channel before, so probably check that out. Some of them you can even play in a multiplayer mode together with your friends and feel like you're in the same room with them. And this has been my list of 5 ways you can escape at home. If you liked this video and want to see more content like it, you can consider subscribing to my channel. Also click the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload new videos. And if you want to watch a video now, you can click on one of them on my right. Well then, see you next week, stay at home and stay safe.